Okay, so since we're still on the floor, let's do one more thing. This one's called thread the needle. There's Sanskrit for it. I can't remember. But this is a piriformis focus, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to roll back, so you can just watch for a sec. You're going to take the right foot over the left, and the ankle's going to go right there. And something that's really important, anytime you have your foot off the ground, is that your foot and your ankle is in the same position as it would be if you were standing. Okay? So that whole sickling thing happens a lot. And then the ankle's not evenly stretched. Can you see that?
Yeah.
None of us have an evenly stretched ankle, but that is. And when we flex and spread the toes, we engage all the muscles in the lower leg. So we want to just turn it and pretend like we're still standing on the floor.
Okay.
Make sense? Then we're going to check in to make sure we're on both sides of our hips evenly on the back of the pelvis, so we're not on one or the other. Okay, and then you're going to lift the head, lift the other leg, put the hands behind the knee if you can. You guys probably are flexible enough for this. Otherwise, you could use a belt. And then you're just going to lay back, and oh my gosh, you'll find your piriformis in just a sec. So go there. So move forward a little bit. Get your blocks out of the way. I love the world
Isn't that cool?
image. So first get used to what it's like to having your foot right underneath your knee. Because right now you guys are both more forward. Foot on the floor.
Oh.
But get it, yeah, there you go. So draw your foot in so it's right underneath the knee.
Oh,
yeah.
that foot, okay.
So this might be a stretch for you already. You can do this in a chair as well. Do you sit for work?
I'm like 50-50.
Okay. If you're sitting, you can just hang out here, lean forward a little, and ooh, you'll get it. Same
Yeah,
thing.
I can feel it here.
Yeah, exactly. So now flex the toes. Draw the basically you're drawing the toes towards the knee.
Okay.
And now you have a little sickle. Can you feel it? The foot's kind of going that way
Yeah.
just a little. So you want to almost always take the little toe more drastically towards the knee than the big toe. There, it fixed it.
Okay.
So now you're standing on the floor. Can
Okay.
you see it?
Yeah.
Right? So you two draw that foot back a little bit more. Yep. And now see if you can release the knee this way. Just let it fall this way. This is your thing.
Push.
Don't push.
Okay.
So now put the hands behind the left knee. You might have to lift your head to get there. Yep. And you can do one or two things. You can let this leg just relax, or you can work it. For now, let's just let it relax. So just let it hang there, and then you can go back to the floor, and then just draw it towards you until you feel, there it is. Did you find the How about you? It's pretty flexible? Feeling it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So now, if you roll your head over and look, you can see how Courtney's kind of pulling up here. So what we can also do is also relax shoulders down to the floor. So you want to think of the outer edge of the arm bone dropping towards the floor. And that keeps opening the chest as you've been working so beautifully. And then don't forget to work the foot. The reason we do that is to protect the knee. If the foot's kind of cattywampus, the knee ligaments are not aligned, and you can actually injure your knee.
We need our knees.
Yeah, we need our knees a lot. And now just breathe and let the belly relax down towards the spine. Yeah, good. Good. Now, just a hair, rock to one side an inch or two, and then go to the other side and tell me which one is the one that intensifies the piriformis stretch.
To the left, to the left.
To the left.
To the right, not so much. To the left. Oh my God.
So there you go. So if you find it on your own, then you'll remember. So if you go towards the bottom of the foot that's up, or towards the bent leg, well, they're both bent. So go towards the bottom of the foot, right? Then you intensify the stretch on the piriformis. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
This is what you need for your sciatica.
Okay.
Even if you do this and a down dog or two, which will be good for your wrists, and child's pose, balasana.
Okay.
5 minutes. Yeah. So the most important thing that I'm not saying very often is breathe. I know you're breathing because you're still alive. And that's great. And now go back to that place of feeling the back of both sides of your pelvis even on the floor. Okay? So now in this place, lengthen your tailbone. What does that look like when you're in this position? It's kind of pressing your lower back into the floor, right? And you're trying to send your tailbone out that way. Now do the opposite. Now send the tailbone down into the floor, which will pull the lower back up off the floor. And notice how that changes the stretch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Now you can even take your right arm and sort of drag it across that thigh to open the thigh more. So you can even keep it in there, but just use the flesh of the outside of your arm and just sort of draw. Yeah. So don't overdo. So when I see this, too much. So soften, work less, so it's more comfortable. And this is a lot, yeah? So slowly release.
Yeah, I'm not trying to push too hard.
Yeah, good. Yeah, the most important thing is to not push. Like if you're in a class with 50 people and the instructor's like, go! You have to know what your edge is and not go beyond it.